Hey legends, Fraser Brooks here today, coming to you from the incredible place Krabi in Thailand. Hope you are doing good. A little bit of a different style of YouTube video today because I just wanted to take the time to give you like a social media success strategy for like the longer term for you to truly really win. Now, these strategies that I want to share with you have come from some of the interviews that I've done recently inside of Content and Conversion Summit. So I've left a link in the description for you to be able to go and check out 20 plus secret strategies that are working right now on social media to grow incredible businesses in the network marketing space. Now, I'm going to get into the first strategy here. You know what? I'm going to talk about this strategy in depth more than just share loads of different strategies with you, but it's such a good view, man. Like the beach here is amazing. There's not many people on it, and it's been amazing to spend like 10 days here. We go to Singapore tomorrow as well, just living the dream, and that's what social media can do for you. I remember when I got started in network marketing in 2009, I've obviously been around it my entire life, but in 2009, no one was using social media. And then in 2010, I really went big using social media. And it was interesting because when I then went generic in 2017, I actually, for like 2 or 3 years, probably 2 years, I had to go so hard on convincing is maybe the wrong word, but educating people on why you need to use social media. Like, it's the new way, it's the exciting way. And then COVID hit, right? We all know what happened there on COVID. Everyone was staying at home, everyone was using the internet, everyone was buying things online. Like, people were using social media, but after COVID, it just skyrocketed. And because there was a decision that was made, and like to decide is simply to cut off all other options, right? So you kind of burn the boats. And that decision that people made just skyrocketed things. And since then, I don't necessarily talk about like why you need to use social media to build a business, because I think it's kind of obvious, but it's so funny when I look back. Anyway, let's get into this. So this strategy comes from my incredible friend, Inner Circle member, Obada Jibril. He's based over in Jordan. When I met him in May 2022, his business was doing about $15,000 in revenue a month, right? Which is great. A lot of you guys watching this, maybe you would dream of the idea of having like a six-figure in revenue business, but he wanted bigger things. He said, I know that in order for me to take my business to the next level, I have to use social media in the right way. So teach me. So I went, all right, cool. He joined the Inner Circle and he started going through a lot of the lessons and a lot of the trainings and was asking different questions. And in February 2024, so what, 21 months later, his business did over $2.2 million in revenue, which is wild. He's a 7-figure income earner now, and it's amazing. Truly, truly amazing. So here's the strategy. Step one is you must find a pain or a problem that you can solve, right? Something that you can solve, but I would also say something that you're excited to actually solve, right? Because all business is two things. All business is conversation, and all business is solving people's problems. That's all it is. Very, very simple. I've got a live audience here. Someone's literally just walked past and just stopped and just started staring. Interesting how people do that, because yeah, there's a little bar here, so there we are. Kind of crazy when people do that. Anyway, that's the first thing. You need all business is conversation, but also all business is solving someone's problem. That's all it is, right? So he said, you know what, my product, my business, we talk a lot about insulin resistance. So my pain and my problem is insulin resistance. Okay, now you have to create content that generates conversation. Okay, so the first part is establish that pain. The second part, I want you to create 30 videos just about that pain and problem, right? So if insulin resistance is the pain and problem that you can solve, then you're going to create 30 videos. It could be 30 videos in 10 days, 30 videos in 20 days, 30 videos in 30 days. If you want to do the slow route, 30 videos in 100 days, just talking about that problem. Now, there are different scripts and there are different like formats. You can find out more inside the Content and Conversion Summit, which I've just left the link in the description for you to go check out. But yeah, the great thing about this is you raise awareness with your audience. Again, when I started, I had to raise awareness and educate people around, hey, you have a problem with lead generation, you have a problem with the old school way, you have a problem with being an introvert, use social media. And I was educating until people realized, oh my God, I have a social media problem. I have a business problem, I need to use social media. So pain. You're not talking about the solution in any of these 30 videos. All right, make it clear. You talk about the pain and the problem, not the solution. Because as soon as you do that, you do what everyone else is already doing.
Hey, have you got this problem? Here's the solution. Buy my thing.
You're not doing that yet. The third step is then, once you've done the 30 videos, is you're going to do another 30 videos talking about the solution. So, hey, you have an insulin resistance problem. Hey, you have a weight loss problem. Hey, you have a clarity problem. Hey, you have an energy problem. Then this video is for you. So then you talk about the solution. Hey, this is what I would do. And this is what I've always said and I always share. is that we're not doctors, right? We don't prescribe, we recommend. When I say that, here's what I really mean. People trust doctors, traditionally, right? Historically, we trust doctors. And if a doctor was to say, hey, you have this problem, take this medicine, you go, okay, here's your prescription. You go to the pharmacy, you give them a prescription, and you get those drugs. And you take them for the certain number of days, and you, most of the time, feel better. But when people don't trust you yet, they're like, well, I know the problem because of this guy, but I don't trust him yet. Here's what you need to do. When you talk about the solutions to the pain, you have to give them maybe 2 or 3 different ways. So leverage ChatGPT or Google or other websites to go and find like 3 hacks to losing weight. Give me 5 hacks to improve my sleep. Give me 5 hacks to get better energy. Whatever the solution is, and talk about them over and over and over again. And then, if you're going to give them like 2 or 3 recommendations, the 3rd or 4th one is going to be your product. So let's, for example, say you've got a fat loss problem. Let's just say, this is not going to be accurate. I'm going to give you the example so you can potentially put your own flavor on it, right? So, hey, if you've got a fat burning problem, then this video is for you. So here's 3 simple hacks. Number 1 is eat avocados. I know it sounds crazy because it's high in fat, but, and again, this is not necessarily accurate information. I'm just giving you examples. Step number 2 is walk 7,500 steps every single day. In fact, 7,777 steps is the magical number. Again, it's not accurate. The 3rd one is use my secret weapon. This is what I've been using for the last 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, whatever, and it's helped me to lose this amount of weight or release this amount of weight. Here it is. If you want more information about it, just comment yes and below and I'll get the information over to you. Now, if you know someone who is struggling with the same pain, feel free to share this video with them. That is the idea behind the whole hook story offer. You hook them in, you tell a story, or you give some hacks, you give some tips, and then you give them the next steps to take. It's very simple. Now, a little hack on this, if you are going to talk about hacks, try and find the craziest hacks. Like I'm talking like, again, there might be like dragon fruit. Eat 100 grams of dragon fruit before every meal. Like, there could just be random stuff that's accurate, that's real, that's like actually out there. Don't make it up, right? Use those. But there's a 4th step, and this is the one that Obada, because obviously a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here, we talked about in the inner circle, but this is the thing that he used his own creativity on, and creativity being the key word. In fact, one of the keys to success and keys to wealth generation is using something that every single one of us has, and that's creativity. When you were a kid and you were asked what do you want to do when you grow up, you might have said, I want to be an astronaut, right? Or I want to do this, I want to do that, whatever. You were creative. When you got given a white piece of paper or a blank piece of paper and some paint or crayons, you got creative. But somewhere along the line, you believed that you can't be creative anymore, right? Creativity is the key to success. So here's the 4th point. This is what Bada really did. Every video you create, share it with 20 people in the messenger and ask for feedback. This was, to me, this was just one of probably the greatest algorithm hacks of all. Because how many of you, being honest, you can let me know in the chat, how many of you have created a piece of content thinking that it will do all right, and it gets 7 views, 1 like, no comments, and you're like, well, I didn't do very well, and it kind of frustrates you. You're waiting for the algorithm to help you out. So what if you actually went out there understanding that all business is creating conversations and all business is about solving people's problems? So you did a piece of content about a pain or a problem or a solution, and then you shared it with 20 of your friends, 20 of your followers, and asked them for feedback. Maybe 5 of them watch it, maybe 1 of them likes it, and maybe 2 of them message you back saying that was really great, thanks for sharing. That's all engagement that you would not have got if you just relied on the algorithm. Wild. It's so simple. But you know what I love about social media? It's the simple things that actually move the needle the most. You might have heard the first 3 steps and gone, oh, you know all this, and you're off. And if you made it this far, well done for staying here. So I hope that strategy helps you. It's super simple. 4 points. Remember, understand what the pain and problem is that you can solve. 30 videos talking about the pain, 30 days talking about the solution, and then make sure the 4th point is share that video. The videos that you do, every single one, share it with 20 people and ask them like, hey, I would love your feedback on this, okay? If you know anyone who's struggling with X, let me know. That's it. So simple. All right, so let me take you along this beach real quick. If you did get value out, massively appreciate it. If you can hit that subscribe button or the thumbs up, let me know in the comments down below what sort of content you want to see from me. And I'm just going to go and walk down here a bit. Svetlana's over there. We're here, me, Svetlana, Mia, and we've also brought Svetlana's mum, Tatiana, as well, to kind of treat her for all the help she's been doing with looking after Mia when we've been busy building the business. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Big love from Krabby, and maybe the next video I'll do from Singapore. All right, this is you all. See you soon.